In this video, we're going to look at two different applications. The first, we're going to need to take the derivative of an exponential function, and the second, we're going to take the derivative of the natural log function. The population of a city is approximated by this exponential function that we were given, where t is the number of years after 1980. We want to know how fast was the population growing in 2002. So when we're talking about the speed of something happening, we're looking for a rate. And whenever we hear the word rate, we're looking for that first derivative. So p prime of t is equal to 5,000 e to the 0.012t times 0.012, again because we have to do the chain rule in this type of problem. Simplifying that, we get 60 e to the 0.012t. Now we want to find the rate in 2002. So just finding the first derivative gives me the rate in general, but to find the rate at a particular point, or in this case at a particular year, we need to plug in 22 into our first derivative. When t is equal to 22, we get about 78.128. So what does that mean? That means that in 2002, the rate of growth for this population was about 78 people per year. In the next example, the percent of information retained t months after being tested on that information is given by this natural logarithm function. We want to evaluate f of 2 and f prime of 2 and then interpret those results. So f of 2, plugging 2 into the function, we get 66.62. So that means 2 months after being tested, approximately 66.62% of the information is retained. To find f prime of 2, we need to find the first derivative of the function. So I have negative 14 over t plus 1, taking the derivative of that natural log function. Plugging 2 into the first derivative, we get negative 14 over 3, which is approximately negative 4.67. So 2 months after being tested, the rate at which information is retained is going to be decreasing by about 4.67% per month. So every month that passes since you've taken this test, you're losing about 5% of that information that you'd learned.